Hello Internet, welcome to Making Money. My name's Eric and this is your Daily Dollar, our financial segment where I give you one financial lesson every day to help you reach your financial goals. So we're talking about income investing and all this fun stuff. What I want to talk about today is is a lesson that's kind of strange. So this is something that you really should understand as you get into the world of investing and money in general. But it's strange in that it kind of goes against what you believe, what you think is true. And today's lesson is that you can't trust your emotions when you're dealing with money or investments. Now, there's a big asterisk next to this. As you get more comfortable with finances, as you get more comfortable with investing, yes, your gut instincts will be a little bit more reliable because they'll be based on experience and knowledge and all this other fun stuff. But when we're talking about gut decisions, there's so much of that that's based on your emotions, how you feel about a situation. And especially when you're new to investing, new to money, these gut instincts aren't always correct. And it's difficult because as people, we rely on ourselves to make, judgments on things. So our emotions help us gauge situations. When it comes to money, you'll find out very quickly that there's this reactive emotion that you have that can actually put you in a worse situation. A good way to think about this is, let's say the stock market is doing great, right? Everything's up, and you're super excited and you get the fear of missing out, FOMO. And you decide, I'm going to throw all my money in because I don't want to miss out on these amazing gains. Well, because the market's been doing so hot, it may be, in the grand scheme of things, due for a correction. And if you buy in high and then it drops, you're going to lose money. On the opposite side, when the stock market, crashes, let's say it goes down 10%, we're on a downturn for a long period of time, we're in a small recession. Let's say, you start to get, scared that, oh, I'm going to lose money because you've already seen, a certain amount of drop, right? So you pull your money out because you don't want to lose any more of it. Well, you pull out after a 10% drop. Yes, it could go down further, but chances are, because as it is with the U.S. stock market, things go up over time slowly based on a long period of history. Obviously, that can always change. But yeah, so you sell low and then you miss out on the gains as it comes back. So you've lost money in the long run. Both of these reactions are completely reasonable, right? You don't want to miss out on gains and you're fearing that you're going to lose more money. As we get into investing, I'm going to ask you to try to do your best to fight these instincts. Some of this is going to have to be learned mistakes. And we talked about fail faster. The best way to dip your toe or to get into investing and that kind of stuff is to dip your toes into it. Don't put everything into it, do a little bit at a time. And then if you experience those emotions and they impact you adversely, then it's not as big of a deal and you can learn from them. But today's lesson is kind of like a look in the future as to, what might happen if you trust your gut too much. In fact, there is something to be said about contrary investing. This is the idea that when everyone does this, you do the other thing. And then when everybody does this, you do that other thing. This can be super helpful. The way that the thinking behind this works, and we'll get into this later on, is that it is very difficult, if not impossible, to beat the market. And of course, many people have. That's not to say that, I guess I I shouldn't say it's impossible because people have, but it's very difficult for any one person, even trained financial advisors, to beat the market. Yes, it can happen. It can happen in the short term. It can happen in the long term. But most of the time, what you guess is going to happen in the long run, you'll lose out. And the reason why I bring that up is because when we're talking about your emotions, you know, if you think you're doing the right thing and everybody's doing the same thing, right? Chances are the group is not going to beat the stock market. And that's why people do contrary investing, because they're kind of going against what the norm is and trying to hedge their bet going the other direction. I feel like I'm getting off topic here. What I wanted to say is that emotions can steer you wrong, and you got to watch out, especially when you're starting to get into this kind of stuff. So that's today's lesson. Kind of went off in a weird direction there on contrary investing, which is a topic we'll get into at another time. But for today, just know that yes, your emotions will help guide you, but sometimes they will guide you in the wrong direction, especially where money's related. So watch out for that. And that's today's lesson. I hope you liked this video. Feel free to like it if you did. I hope you're enjoying the series. If you are, feel free to subscribe. I'm interested. Do you have a scenario or a situation where your emotions drove you to make an incorrect decision, money or non-money related? Leave that in the comments below. As always, you can hit me up on Twitter, link in the description, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another lesson. All right, guys, see ya.